to a new video in your channel, Grammar for Everybody. In today's video, we'll finish talking about noun clauses. As you know, in previous videos, we talked about noun clauses that go with WH words or question words and noun clauses that go with whether or if. So today, we'll talk about noun clauses that go with that. So let's start. As we said in previous videos, we can have noun clauses with that. It means that the noun clause will start with that. Here we have an example. That you love me. And here we have the introductory word that, then the subject, and then the verb. And of course, in this case, we have a complement. So all these words make the noun clause starting with that. Noun clause starting with that can be used to answer questions in which the person that is answering is thinking, giving an opinion on something, or using mental activity verbs. Let's see some examples. The first example says, I think that Dr. Green is a good instructor. In this example, we have the noun clause that Dr. Green is a good instructor. And here, this noun clause is functioning as a direct object. I think what? That Dr. Green is a good instructor. That's the direct object. And besides, you can see here that we are using a mental activity verb, I think. So here we can use a noun clause that starts with that. And in the next example, I believe that there is an ATM in the supermarket. And here, the noun clause is that there is an ATM in the supermarket. And here, it is also acting as a direct object. I believe what? That there is an ATM in the supermarket. So that's the direct object. And here, we are also using a mental activity verb. I believe. And believe is a mental activity verb. In spoken English, it is more common that we drop the word that. In the case of, I think that Dr. Green is a good instructor, we can say, I think Dr. Green is a good instructor. In here, we are just omitting the introductory word that, and it is okay. There's no problem with it. But in formal writing, we must use it because it is required. We cannot omit it, okay? Now look, in here we have another noun clause in a sentence. That you have forgotten our date doesn't surprise me. In here we have the noun clause at the beginning of the sentence. That you have forgotten our date. You see, it is a noun clause because we have the introductory word, then we have the subject, the verb, and then the complement, that is our date. So in here, this is performing the role of a subject. However, it is not so common that we use noun clauses in this way. In here we have another way in which we can use noun clauses at the beginning of the sentence or as a subject. The fact that you have forgotten our date doesn't surprise me. If you can notice, we are using the phrase the fact before the noun clause. And if we use noun clauses in this way, it's gonna be more common. So people, here we finish with this video. We will continue talking about functions of noun clauses in future videos. And don't forget that you can get a free practice of noun clauses on the link in the description. And if you want to continue learning about the English grammar, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.